planetary alert, September 2019. Today, September 9. It was made on September 9, 2019, and the opening of the 999 Stargate. This Stargate will stay open until early morning on September 18, 2019. This means 2 days from now, which is when Saturn turns direct on 13 degrees 55 minutes Capricorn. Saturn will stay on that degree until after the fall equinoxes on September 23. The degree that Saturn turns direct on 13 Capricorn is the degree of the will to unearth in our culture, as well as in any culture that has permanent value, to let go of non-essentials. At a time when in nearly every land men are questioning and challenging the validity of individual beliefs and customary attitudes, it becomes necessary to separate permanent values and great principles or symbols from the main individual's habits and the socio-political developments which more often than not have perverted or even negated the original ideas of the culture. Washington DC is on 13 degrees Cancer. Saturn is turned direct on 13 degrees Capricorn. This means Saturn will turn in exactly opposition to our government. Watch what starts to happen after Saturn turns direct on September 18. Several governments are in turmoil right now, including the USA and England. It's time to go back to the golden rule of do unto others as you would have them do unto. Be truthful, be moral, be dignified, and rule with your heart. We still have Saturn and Pluto and Capricorn along with the South Node. Capricorn rules governments and structures, and Pluto brings transformations to those structures. The South Node is on 14 degrees Capricorn, conjunct Saturn on 13 degrees Capricorn. The North Node is on 14 degrees Cancer, right over Washington DC. The handwriting is on the wall. There will be many changes in our governments in the next few months. Saturn in ancient time was considered Satan, as I already knew long time ago that Saturn is related with Saturn, and Satan is the same thing because of its controlling aspects. We have been in a 3.5 years cycle of being ruled by our dark emotions, which has caused mass chaos. We have been releasing those old emotions without the thought of where those emotions go. Could that be part of what has been causing all of the chaos? Nope, there's something more than that. So don't give excuse for your overlords here. All of those old emotions and judgments are probably floating around in our atmosphere, nonsense, lady, nonsense, causing challenges that need to be cleansed by storms, wind, and water. I do not think so. I think it's another thing. Some people and something do it on purpose. Stop being stupid, lady or man. If we transformed our emotions into love before we released them, we would be helping heal the world. This 3.5-year dark cycle will end when Saturn turns direct in the morning of September 18, 2019. Yeah, I want him to get lost, go back to Saturn and no more return. At the time Saturn loses its controlling power on Earth. Let's start honoring Saturn. I'm not going to start honoring nothing that has caused nothing but chaos in a personal and collective way level. I will not. For all of the lessons we have learned from that planet. No, not me, lady, not me. And this lady is ashamed that she was born the same date as I, 13 September, which was on Friday the 13th, our birthday. What a shame, being her much older than I, of course, and already had it as well. It's a graduation time. Saturn will now start bringing us rewards for work well done. He don't have to give no rewards, because it's our sovereignty right to be happy wherever we are. Thus, he is not a big deal. He's not doing a favor to anybody. It's their duty to get lost from here. Zap off. That's about time. Just get out. September 13th, full moon. It's my birthday, and this foolish lady's birthday as well. The good news is that out of chaos comes a new creation. We are now changing from a cycle of darkness to one of light soon after this upcoming full moon on September 13, 2019. I just wish that is true, I just wish. Which also my birthday, in my one also. This is called the harvest moon, and is the beginning of all the harvest festivals that are celebrated all over the world. A large Jewish festival starts on September 30, 2019, with the celebration of Rosh Hashanah, which is the Jewish New Year. October 9, 2019 is the holiday called Yom Kippur, which is the celebration of Judgment Day. The end of judgment occurs when we stop judging ourselves and others and our political leaders. But cannot just allow them do as they please, and also we cannot do as we please, right? We must self-policing ourselves and constantly do out-police ourselves and do out-control. We cannot judge. We cannot, of course, accept just any wrongdoings and be accommodate about it, be complacent. Then we'll enter the new heaven and the new earth. That's nonsense, lady. The new earth will be about Android. The Great Harvest Festival called Sukkot starts on October 13 this year and lasts for over a week. It's time to celebrate. full moon to take place on Friday, the 13th, for the first time in nearly 20 years. Exactly, I was born on Friday, the 13th, on a full moon in the year of the snake. At 3 a.m. in the morning, 3 a.m. full moon, Friday the 13th, on a snake calendar year of Oriental calendar year. We had a major awakening by the light here in Washington on Saturday night, September 7th. September 7th is the Brazilian National Day, when a lightning storm came in from the south and went all the way up north and covered our whole city. It was beautiful to watch. My husband and I watched it over an hour. The whole sky lit up and you could see the lightning move across the heavens and the roar of the thunder. It stayed over our house for a while because our area really needed to be cleansed. She's so hypocrite. She said no judgment, but yet she comes now in a judge. There has been too much violence here in our area in the past year. We used to live in a very safe area until the dark moved in and changed everything. There were over 1,000 lightning strikes over Seattle. The lightning really changed the energy around here. Then came the rain, and it's still raining today, and the air smells so fresh and clean. Rain is a blessing, and in moderation, of course, when it comes in moderation. Better than haze, smog from forest fires. This is what is hell. This is what the sun, too much sunshine, brings about. The energy feels really good today. The planets Uranus, Mercury, and Mars rule storms, especially when they are making an aspect to each other. But you cannot generalize. She cannot generalize because it's not everywhere. Where I am, there's drought. For example, in a part here of Asia is drought. So you cannot generalize that Mercury, Uranus, and Mars rule storms. That's a nonsense, Totally nonsense, no logic. Uranus also rules computers, high tech, light wind, storms, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions. August and September is the beginning of the hurricane season. Yeah, there where you are, you cannot generalize, not widespread it all over the world. When the sun moves into Virgo, a sign ruled by Mercury, the storms start and continue on through the fall. There's no sense. Not everywhere, lady, not everywhere. Hemisphere south is different. Hemisphere north and south hemisphere is different. The first storm to come into the east coast was the storm Dorian. Look like durian. Dorian that caused the mass destruction in the Bahamas. Then it moved up to the Carolinas and left much flooding in those areas, and then continued up to Nova Scotia, where it also caused the mass damage. There was also a cyclone that went into North and South Korea, causing much flooding and chaos. And where I am, haze, forest fires. Haze, sun for 2 months. Non-stop sun and haze. Smog haze. Mars is in Virgo and will remain there until October 4 when it moves into Libra. Mars will then give much energy to those who are born in the sign of Libra. When Mars moves farther along in the sign, it will start triggering the planets in Capricorn. I don't like this zodiac Capricorn. We'll probably start seeing action as Mars starts activating the Capricorn and Aries planets like Eris, the goddess of chaos. No wonder. That's why I don't like when I feel something I don't like, because there's something behind all of this. I can sense the aura of things in people. Libra is also considered a cardinal fast-acting sign. Also a much what they call hypocrite sign, and what they call opportunist. Uranus is in Taurus right now, which rules the west coast. Is sitting off our coast right now, but is still close enough to cause storms. It was activating the volcano of the Oregon coast, which has been active for a long time. Taurus also rules money in the stock market, so we will see more action in that area as Uranus continues to move through the sign for 7 years. The opposite side of the world affected by Uranus is the Middle East, and there is always trauma going on in that part of the world. Taurus is ruled by Venus, so there will be peace on earth before too long, probably on the new earth. Yeah, late. I hope so. I just hope so, but I just hope so, of course. I really hope and I want that, a desire, but yet I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that, about everything, but there's a possibility that the darkness will not prevail for long and their plans will be shattered. In Seattle, we are starting to move into fall weather, and I love it when the trees start to turn color and the days are clear, crisp, and the nights are cool, blah blah blah. We'll miss my dahlias, and have been so beautiful all summer through this beauty in all seasons. I love living in an area that has 4 seasons: summer, fall, winter, and so do I. Each season is wonderful to experience. Yeah, that's true. The dove love energy is starting to be activated again. There was an activation of the dove energy in April 27, 2019. I felt that energy come in as I was sitting at my computer, and I felt a wave of love hitting me. I stayed in that love energy. Yeah, I hope that you are doing well now, and much long life for you, and a happy belated birthday to you. So that is it for this month for the planetary alert. Be well.